Hi everybody, Stuffing Things back again. As some of you know, I've been away for a while. I had a trip with the family. We went to New Zealand. It was a fantastic trip. I loved it. And I'm back at work, so I'm not skating a whole lot and just kind of taking it easy lately. But I am skating as much as I can. The video that I'm making today is some leftover material, a couple of sessions I had where I didn't really save anything. So some good moments and some bad moments. And there's a bad moment right there. I ended up cracking the tail by landing on it too heavy with my back foot. I've done this before when I was trying to learn backside flips. I'm kind of bummed because this board wasn't really that old, although I did get some good mileage out of it. But I was hoping it would last a bit longer and longer than it did. So there's the good crack right there. This board is done for. But luckily, when I go to the skate park now, I always bring two boards in case something like that happens. So this is my Andy Anderson board. Again, I really do like this board, but for like certain things, sometimes it's hard for me to understand where I want to use this board, but in some places, I really like it. Then I'm going for a fun little combo. I was trying to do nollie front shove up, a body varial while I'm on it so that I go fakie and then fakie shove off. Didn't quite get it there, but after a few minutes, a handful of tries, I did get one. Not as clean as I would like, but it's there. Then we're going to go for a couple of things that are kind of new. I never do kick flips out of the bank, and this one wasn't too bad, and it didn't take very many tries either. I was really surprised by that one. And here I'm definitely going for something I've never tried before. I'm going up the quarter pipe so I can come back in, switch, and we're going to go switch from the bump to ledge. And I tried to do a nose slide, a switch backside nose slide for the first time, and it went surprisingly well. I couldn't believe that on my first try, the nose got up there. I didn't hold it or anything, but I got it up there and I came back off and I was on the board. And then it happened again. I never really got this dialed in and good or anything, but for a switch trick to be getting kind of close in one day and this easily was kind of amazing. And I've said before, but I think it's so good for me to try things in different stances. It just makes me a better skateboarder, makes me more comfortable on the skateboard, no matter what I'm doing when I'm trying different stances and different tricks in weird ways like this. I think it's really worth it. So if I can do that, let's go back to the regular side and see if I can do a nose slide. And I'm trying to get my nose slides to actually go somewhere. And on this day, I think I improved just a little bit. I'm trying to get more weight on that front foot and actually slide it. Then it's time for a little flat ground. I was going to do some kickflip work, and I got a pretty decent kickflip right there because you guys know that mine don't pop very well. And then I got a fakie flip, and I was really happy about that. So I wanted to try something new because on occasion, my kickflips will rotate me a little bit front side. And I was like, well, let's see if I could front side flip. Now, I never got one, but it went well in trying something new and something that's kind of a hard trick. So maybe someday frontside flip could actually happen. Then after that, I tried a couple of switch flips to see if I could get that back. I still haven't gotten it back, but I had some really good tries where I got some good pop. If my feet got on the board, I wasn't quite there, but my balance is having a challenge again on staying over that board with the switch flip. So we'll come back to that one someday. But now let's head back to the little baby curb, the side of the mani pad, because it is really fun and low key and low risk, and so I get to mess around with things I don't normally do. Actually getting some backside 5-0 there, which is really fun because this mani pad is so low, and then coming in different stances like I said before, and so coming in fakie and trying to do different things. Fakie and then pivot out is usually my go-to when I go fakie 50-50. But on that one, I managed to come out fakie, so that's good. Then I wanted to come in nollie and do a nollie 5-0, but I wound up in a weird little angle and ended up doing a nollie Suski, I think it is, because my heel side is what's pinched, not the toe side. So I have the weight on my heels. I managed to pivot out. I was so confused. I had no idea what actually happened. But I was so excited to learn something new. So see, there's the heel lock right there. The board is at a weird angle, and then pivot out. I'll take that any day. So I tried that a handful more times just because it was feeling so good and I was enjoying it. So I got one out to regular there, even though it's a little bit sketchy. But it's a really fun grind, and for some reason it's kind of coming naturally. So we'll see if it keeps doing that in the future, if I keep trying this and just kind of playing around just to have some fun. Another decent one there. Then I went to fakie, I guess this is fakie nose slide. I don't know when it comes to fakie, but I'm trying to go fakie and then go to my front foot and grind on that foot, basically. Like a 5-0, but I think you call it a nose grind because it comes from fakie. And this is tricky to get all that weight on that foot, but I think that was the one that I finally got that I was pretty happy with because I got in the position, held the grind, even though it's a little sketchy, but it's another new thing that's really awkward for me. So now we're going to go to my other skate park nearby, Winter Park, and I like this long ledge, and I've discovered that it has really round angle iron on the outside. I was trying to get crooks on it, and I really wanted to get some long crooks, but I can't hold a crook on it because of that rounded outside corner of the iron. And so I think I've gotten used to my box at home, which has a pretty sharp corner, even though I've beveled it just a little bit, just enough so it's not always gouging my trucks. But this one's too round and it's hard to lock in. So I ended up going back to nose grinds that I've done on this before. I didn't get a really good one, but I got a couple of that came out even though I clipped a little bit. But I'm happy to get those as well. This one coming up just ends up being a 50-50, but I do put it together with a line. I come back and try, got to try another trick and try to get lines more often and manage to get an okay kickflip, and doing it in a line is always good. And one more nose grind, and this is probably the best one I got for the day, but my back wheels do clip on the way down, but it was close to being good. And then to finish things off, I was playing around in this 4-foot bowl, just doing some rock to fakies and then doing some flyouts. This rock to fakie is pretty decent because my back wheels actually did come up a little bit. I locked in really weird on a backside 50-50. Who locks in like that? I mean, look, that's the weirdest place to lock your trucks in. I don't know how I did that. And if you've been here forever, you know that I've done flyouts on this quarter pipe before. They're a lot of fun to try to do different grabs, but I am a snowboarder, so I'm used to doing grabs when I'm in the air like that. And to finish things off, I came back to the ledge. I did get a wee little nollie tail there, and then I was coming in fakie, and I thought, you know what, I can do fakie 50-50 at home, like, pretty easy. But doing it on this ledge, which is significantly higher, and like I said, that rounded corner was making it so I couldn't hold the grind, and I didn't have the balance. But it was good to try. It was taking the fakie 50-50 to a new place, a new ledge that I've never tried this before, so that's always good to push myself to try things in new places. And finally, I wanted to get the entire ledge. I got a backside 50-50, got the whole ledge, came out nice and clean, and then again, I'm going to try to do it in a line, and actually went pretty well. So, as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.